The landscape is changing at the Botanical Garden in Green Bay. Joining us live to explain what's new is Jim Dowich from Dowich Custom Furniture. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Now, I understand you are standing underneath a new pavilion that was put up there at the Green Bay Botanical Garden, and you helped construct that?
Yes, we started construction on this last fall, and we're almost complete with it now.
What will the pavilion be used for, Jim?
Well, it's going to be used for weddings and other private parties and so forth, and it'll be an attraction for any of the visitors that come to the garden.
Can you tell us about what makes the construction of it so unique? How did you build it?
Yes, it's quite involved in the actual construction. We're using the same techniques that were used maybe 200 years ago, and so it was unique. It was a little challenging at times because these are all hand-hewn beams. These beams were in a barn that was approximately 140 years old, and we disassembled the barn and reconfigured it to this shape. This is actually the third building that these timbers were used in, and I can show you how some of the joints were made. We have a machine here that is known as a boring machine, and by turning these levers I can actually cut a hole down into this timber, and it actually goes quite rapidly. And after we get the hole to the correct depth, we withdraw the auger, and we come up with a hole into which we would stick this tenon. This tenon goes down into this hole, and then it's held securely with a peg going through the side here and into this. So the entire barn is constructed with mortise and tenon joints. We have an example here. This is mortise and tenon. These are mortise and tenon up on top here. There's actually a hole cut in this beam. There's a tongue on here. We put them in together and drive in a pin to hold them. So that's what secures the building.
Well, that is incredible. Not only is it beautiful, it definitely has a story, that it speaks to itself. It's really neat. Well, thank you for showing us how that works, and I know we're going to be joining you guys back out there a little bit later to talk more about the pavilion and some new gardens out there. Thanks so much,
Okay.
Jim.